So do you agree, like Nick Cannon and his spreading of his seeds?
100%. I agree with him 1,000%.
Oh, but no.
That's how life is supposed to be.
No.
Why not?
Because
he's rich.
No, but this is
no.
See, wait.
Let me finish.
Okay, go on.
He's rich. He's responsible.
Is he?
Yes, he takes care of every one of those children.
No, but this is the
And the baby mothers with it. And they hurt for nothing and they live comfortably.
No, but what about the kids though?
I got 9. And I'm there for every one of mine.
So every single time you're at every single recital?
No, that's a white man's thing. Who gives a about a recital?
No.
My job.
Akon appeared on the ZZ Mills show, and apparently they were talking about 2 completely different things, even though we're talking about the same thing, which is fathers like him and fathers like Nick Cannon who have multiple children, which is perfectly fine in my opinion. It just comes to, she was asking, how is it possible that you take care of being the conversation that they were then having? She's thinking being there physically and supportive of things like recitals. Akon says that is a white guy thing, a white person thing, which says a lot. That we've been indoctrinated with this thought process that taking care of, specifically, personally, being there for what he sees as little things like recitals and things is a white person thing.
I think.
I'd like to. Go ahead. I want to see your thoughts on the topic.
So I mean, the more that I get familiar with like relationship advice content and just that whole world across all of the spectrum, the more I see that a lot of it really is just useless. Because like, for instance, like Akon or Nick Cannon, right? Nick Cannon, obviously, we could say whatever we want to say about him. Maybe there's something going on with him psychologically to where he's having all those kids. But honestly, I don't really care about Nick
exactly.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I say that to say, like, often what these channels will do is they'll like hyper focus on examples that really aren't all that common, and then they'll blow it out of proportion. And then they'll make it say like, sure, there's a conversation to be had about how we should be raising children, but no one's 100% right on it. You know, so like for instance, like spanking children. A lot of people are like, that's child abuse. I think that's ridiculous. Some kids need to get their butts whooped, like they just do. You feel me? Like that may cause outrage, but is it child abuse because you spank a kid because they need? No. So that's what I mean. It's like a lot of the time we get in these back and forths in these spaces, and ultimately, if you don't agree with it, just leave it alone. You feel me? Like just go and do your thing.
Sometimes there's evidence that shows things. Like, okay, so then the difference, in case you guys didn't pick up on it, was Akon talking about, hey, financially they're cool, which is important, that kids aren't neglected from what they need, especially if their father has what they need. Another part about this is taking care of, and there's evidence behind this stuff. Even with the spanking, Jackson, there's evidence behind how this affects and where it came from and all that type of stuff. I want to give a few examples that go back to the recital thing, because this transitions from the white kids to the black kids, to the Latino kids, to the Asian kids and all that, because kids are kids. To stop acting like some black kids, that black kids would be different than white kids if their dad shows up at their recital. As a matter of fact, let's just watch. This is a bit cute, but still, let's watch.
Proof that showing up matters. Proof that showing up matters.
Now, maybe these old things, there's a trend going on TikTok, by the way, of parents filming their kids and pointing out when they're walking up looking very either like shy or sad or not sure what's going on. And they finally see their parent and it's the biggest, best part of their day. Yo, listen, the reason it spoke to me is because, of course, there's Christmas recitals and bands playing it. I went to my kids too. And I saw the kids that didn't think their parents were there, or maybe their parents couldn't make it, and those were the saddest ass kids there. And it's just one of those things, bro. Showing up, it seems so small, but it really does mean something, even when the band plays horribly and it's hot cross buns, and the kid with the violin screeches every time. It doesn't matter. It matters that folks are there. And again, maybe I've gotten soft. Maybe I'm seeing these things going, oh, that's so nice. I wish I'd have filmed one of those as well.
And you're a father, you're a father too, and I'm not. But ultimately I say what I said because I think, again, like there's absolutely, from my parents have been married for 40 years. Mm-hmm. They did a very good job raising me. And I needed my butt whooped sometimes. I just did. Not everybody's the same. You feel me? Uh-huh. Like I was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes I needed my dad to give me his hand. You feel me?
What was the worst thing you did as a 10-year-old?
I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just was like, I was disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, and again, like he didn't beat me. That's not what I'm saying. Like, but something like, shut up. Go in there, you feel me? Like sometimes that's what I'm saying. Like, so all I mean is there's gonna be some little disagreements, but ultimately, hyper focusing on people like Nick Cannon, like, okay.
The reason Nick Cannon gets the attention is because of the numbers. That's the reason. Like, look, no one knew. I mean, not no one. I didn't know Akon has 9 children, but Nick Cannon gets the attention because he's a big man.
Nick Cannon got more than that. Nick Cannon got like 12 kids or something.
I think it's 11. He's going on, yeah. And it's also saying, like, this is from July of last year. It's a safe bet. He's planning 3 more kids this year. I don't know if he's married right now. I know he was with Mariah Carey, but
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't really matter.